Hi everyone, it's Gail. I am here with a little tutorial on how to extend a book cover. I wanted to extend this little book cover a little bit so that I can put some of the pages from the original book in there without cutting the pages or anything. So I'm going to show you how I do it. Probably there's other ways, but once again, you get the Gail method. So I'm going to do a 2-inch spine on this book. So there will be the spine. And but I want to extend this spine only about 1/2 inch is all. So so let's just do that. I am going to grab my Fabri-Tac, and I think what I'm going to do is just use my board here as kind of a little bit of a measurement, and then I can just pop this on about 1/2 inch is my thought. So all right, so let's get the glue on. My Fabri-Tac's a little goopy. Excuse me while I fix that situation. There we go. Okay, so I'm just going to go down about 1/2 inch here, all the way down. As you can see, I'm going to need to do some work on this little cover. It's a little sad, but it's old. This little book is copyright 1953, so it's been around a while. It's okay that it's got a little character to it. Okay, so then I'm just going to take I actually wanted to tell you that I'm using thinner chipboard for this process than I will be for the spine. The spine will be a little bit thicker. So I'm just kind of using the lines on my mat here to line that up. It's a little bit, well, no, I was going to say it's a little bit long, but it was just my perspective there. Okay, so we've got the back done. We're going to set that aside to dry. We're going to do the exact same thing on the front cover, and then we'll go ahead and cover it too. I just thought I'd make this cover with all of you today. But I don't think I've ever done a video on how to extend the spine a little bit. So I thought you might be interested to see, at least this is the way I go about it, and it seems to work just great. Okay, so again, we're going to take our smaller, thinner piece and just kind of line it up. Once again, that looks like it's hanging over. Maybe that one is a little bit longer, but okay, so that is all good. So then what we need to do is kind of look and see how much fabric we want to put on this. That one is hanging over slightly. I am going to take my heavy duty scissors here. Actually, I'm going to take my Tim Holtz scissors because they will cut through chipboard, and they have a little thinner blade, so I think I can get up there a little bit better. Yep, perfect. Just a sliver, but you know, it's those things that will throw you off sometimes. So perfect. Okay, let's then lay this out the way we're going to want it, which is like so. Actually, I'm going to do it right side up so I can see how thick to go, and I'm using my mat again just to align everything straight. I'm going to leave a little bit, like, I don't know if it's even 1/4 of an inch. Just a little bit, just enough to give it a little space to move. Okay, and I've chosen this cute chicken fabric that I got at Hobby Lobby. So that's what we're going to use for this. I think first things first, I'm going to cut off the edge here. And I don't know about you, but I keep these. You know, you can put that on a little embellishment and stamp a word on there or whatever. So I'm tuck that in my little keep it area. Okay, let's see here. I think I'm going to try and go enough to cover up that sticker that I couldn't get off. So let's see. Maybe we'll go, and on this one, I'm going to go right, I think right about here will be good. So I'm going to cut that as straight as possible and cut it a little more so that I can tear it. Okay. And I want enough to where I can, actually, I'm going to tear down this and then we'll decide how much we need to wrap around that spine. Okay, so my chickens, I kind of want my chickens to show on the front. Sorry, I got a little something right there that I do not want in my spine. So readjust. I swear I readjust 100 times before I get this completely done. So basically what I'm going to do is take the fabric and do just a little over twice the size. We'll cut that and tear that. Okay, so now I'm gonna kind of pick off any strings if I see any. Here's one. Just can go down the side, and then that just gives it a nice little raveled look. There's some over here that I think are gonna need to be cut. Okay, all right, so, and we are going to proceed to cover. You know, I think I might have enough that I think I'm going to be able to cover this with the trim that I wanted to use too. So, okay. All right, so lining up the books again one more time to make sure they're straight. Okay, and then we are going to just, going to fabri-tack and fabri-tack. Should have turned this upside down while I was doing the other part so it would run down. It's getting a little thick again. Okay. I go where I think the edge is. You can always go back in and put more glue if you need to. So, okay. And this I can glue really, really well. The middle one, I want to leave space for my signatures to be sewn in. But this one, I can just kind of go all the way. Okay, and I'm going to just go right down the edge because I'm going to try and keep that pretty close to the edge so that I don't cover up the title entirely. Okay, And then I'm going to go around the outside of this one. And then this one's going to have 2 signatures. So what I'm basically going to do is kind of split the middle here and come down the middle. Just put a little extra on there. Okay, and then I'm going to pick the chickens that I want to have right on the cover there. Okay. I'm going to worry about the front first here. I'm trying not to be too energetic because I want to keep these straight. And then we're just going to smooth that out. Put a little muscle into it. Okay, and then we're going to flip it. And we're going to see here. Yeah, I've got plenty here. So I think we'll cut this about right here. Then we've got another fun little piece to use somewhere else in the journal. Okay, so let's clip a couple strings, and then we will glue this one down, and then we'll put some trim on the edges. I know what trim I want to use on the outside. I'm not positive what I want to do on the inside yet. I'm going to use some trim from Ooh La La Crafts. This is going to be my design team project for Ooh La La, so being liberal with the glue on the edges like I did before. So yeah, we've got an issue here. You guys probably saw it before I did. I need to pull that up because it was not in the middle. I'm just going to put a little more glue on it. I think the glue that's on there is somewhat sticky still. So I'm going to go ahead and reposition that now so that we split the difference and have a little bit of a crack on each side so that the book folds properly. There we go. Crisis averted. Okay. And once again, I'm just going to go down the sides and then go down the middle of this so that way I'm just not poking through glue when I put my signatures in. Is the only reason for that. Okay, and I'm just going to pull that tight along there. And then we're going to pull this one up to meet it. And then I'm going to put some glue under the fabric here. Come on, Fabri-Tac, come out of the bottle. I thought about starting a new bottle before doing this tutorial, but I didn't. I just thought, oh, we'll make it work. And we are. Okay. All right, so I'm going to see if I can kind of prop this upside down so it's ready to go when we are. Okay, so there we have our little cover There we go. Okay, so there is the cover, and we've extended now this so that these pages can go in to the spine without hanging over, if you can see what I'm talking about there. Okay, so just for fun, let's go ahead and put on this trim that I've chosen. This is the trim from Ooh La La Crafts, and it's the one that she coffee dyed. Love it. Don't have much of it left, but love it. And I'm going to use it. I'm going to go ahead and use it. I think we are going to put that about right there, so to be able to somewhat see the title of the book. Okay, so that one can go there. And then if we put this one on the edge, we're going to cover up that black spot. So that's perfect. Okay, so I think about right here is where we need to cut. All right, so let's go right down, kind of right down the edge of this. Am I getting any out? Not really. Okay, too goopy. I'm going to grab another one here that I sort of have at the ready. Don't have a lot in them, but I think it might come out a little bit easier than the other one was. Yep. So get that nice and gluey so that it stays on really well. I don't want the fabric edge to show, so I'm trying to pull it down properly. There we go. There, we might trim that a little at the top. And I'm going to go right on the edge of the fabric here, and then a little bit on the book, because we're going to be covering up that splotch of black, whatever it was. It was probably a sticker at one time in 1963 or whenever this book was first in the library. Okay. There we go. There we go. So there is our cover extended. It's nice because the color then comes onto the cover too, but I just also really wanted to not have to cut down the pages too much. So now we're set. So there you go. That is how you extend a cover. So I hope this was helpful to you, and I thank you so much for watching, and we'll just see you next time. Bye bye.